Hi, it's Nick. Today I have a Victorinox Swiss Army Airboss Mach 3. This watch looks like a modern take on a classic pilot's watch, and I think they've done a really great job with it. The fit and finish and the look and feel is really high quality and nice. This is a quartz watch. It's got a 12-hour chronometer with some interesting features. Bi-directional rotating inner bezel that's a countdown bezel, and it has the date at the 10 o'clock spot. This is what it looks like on. Big watch, 42 millimeters across the, 43 I think, across the case. Thick as well, 12 millimeters thick. There's the back. Victorinox has been doing some interesting things with watches lately. They've been creating watches that approach the look and feel of mechanical watches, but at a fraction of the cost. The thing about mechanical watches, they're less accurate than quartz watches, they're more expensive, and they're more expensive to service. For the most part, I mean, my experience is that it's the look and feel of mechanical watches that makes them so great. And they just feel like much more quality, but this thing is starting to be comparable. This is a gorgeous watch. I really like it. And the most amazing thing is that I just bought this watch on Amazon for less than $450, and that is incredible. I mean, for a watch like this, I don't know, I was pretty amazed. To compare, Sin makes a chronograph that is 12-hour chrono, left-handed pushers, rotating countdown bezel, and it retails for $2,800. So, like I said, I think Victorinox is really hitting a sweet spot with these watches. This is a fantastic deal. So let me take you through it. Okay, so that's the chronograph there. So the first thing you can see about the chronograph is that the buttons are on the left-hand side of the case. It's pretty easy to operate with your thumb. And then the other interesting thing about it is that you can see it has two large hands for the chronograph. One is the second hand and one is the minute hand. It kind of looks like a rattrapante kind of style, but it's different functionality. So you can see the seconds there, and then the other large hand is the chronograph minutes, and then here at the large subdial is the hour hand for the chronograph. That's 12-hour capacity, and then in the lower left-hand subdial, the smaller subdial, is tenths of a second, which are on demand. So when you stop the watch, it'll give you the tenths. So you don't see a lot of chronographs with 12-hour event capability, and to have that with a tenth of a second accuracy is pretty amazing. So I'll just keep that going for a little while. So let's look at the bezel. I'll zoom in here a bit. At first glance, you might think, oh wait, the numbers are totally backwards. And you'd be right, but they did it on purpose. So this is a countdown bezel. So, you know, the way to use this is to say like, oh, we have to be there in 25 minutes. So you put 25 minutes on the minute hand, and then when you reach 0, you're done, and it'll count down the minutes as you go. The other way to use it is to say like, oh, we have to be there at 3 o'clock. Or no, we have to be there at 10 to 3. So you put the 0 point at 10 to 3, and then oh, that's 35 minutes from now, and it'll count down the minutes. You can also use this to count down the seconds on the on the chronograph if you're being really exact with something. So a couple things to note. I'll stop the stopwatch and reset. A couple things to note. There's no second hand for the regular timekeeping function. So when the chronograph isn't running, the face is kind of quiet. There's nothing really moving. So just something to be aware of, if you like to have a second hand that spins. The other thing is that when the chronograph is running, or even for regular timekeeping, you have to know that, say, like 37 is going to be right here, because the bezel won't tell you, because it's backwards, because it's countdown. The crown for setting the time is slightly tricky to pull out. It's kind of small, but you use it to set the hour hands, and you can set the date like this too. So that's how you set the date. Let's see if I can show you that. There you go. And the other kind of funny thing is that the chrono pushers have teeth, but for no reason other than style, as far as I can tell. But I'm not complaining, it looks pretty cool. Here's a shot of the luminescent hands. You can see that the 12-hour subdial for the chronograph and the tenths of a second subdial are lit, but the second hand and minute hand of the chronograph are not. So a little bit of a disconnect there. You can see I can spin the bezel around, and that's lit. So that is the Victorinox Swiss Army Airboss Mach 3. I don't know if they're discontinuing this watch and that's why it's on sale right now, but man, if you like it, I'd snap it up. This price is pretty amazing. I'm glad I got this one. Really enjoying it quite a bit. So that is the video. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks.